So, Will and Alex, do you think it's okay to be fat?
Cut.
Now, take your time,
You can't put that on me. I didn't even have any preparations. You can't put that on me. I didn't even have any preparations. Okay, so
Is it okay to be fat? What are your thoughts on this?
We're asking people today, is it okay to be fat?
Oh, and today we are here with...
Sophia.
Is it okay to be fat, would you say?
I think health is always something that you should prioritise.
Yep.
I don't think anyone should ever be shamed for how they look.
Okay.
And I think there's a point where it can be not great for your health and not like a standard that you should be promoting. But yeah, I don't think you should ever shame anyone for weight.
Okay.
Because you never know what's going on with their health and stuff like that as well.
Yes. But should you push them to be healthier then?
Yeah, I think everyone should always try and be as healthy as they can. I think that should always be the standard that you set.
So if you're fat and happy, that's okay, basically? Sort of.
If you're fat and happy, that's great, but you should also try and be as healthy as possible.
Hello, and today we are here with...
Izzy.
So as a start-up question, I'm going to ask you, do you think it's okay to be fat? What are your thoughts on this?
I mean, like, yeah. I think it's fine in that I don't think anyone should feel that their body shape isn't okay. But I mean, I think obviously with that, you have to also say that it's not good for your health. So
Yes.
it's kind of a balance.
Okay.
Like, I would never judge anyone, but equally, I think maintaining a healthy weight, whether it's like, you know, being too fat or too thin, are not good things. So I think being a healthy weight is, I'm better, but equally, no body shaming.
Okay. Do you think fat shaming can work though?
I can imagine that it would work on an individual level. I don't think it's like the best way, because I suppose it can then lead to, like, I don't know, mental health implications and stuff. On a societal level, like, again, I don't think it's the best way of doing things. No. But I think you can do it in a way that you're not shaming the person, but you're saying, like, you know, you could be healthier, you could, like, I don't know, have fewer long-term implications.
But do you think individuals fat shame themselves in order to get themselves to be more healthy and to go to the gym, for example? Or have you ever done that?
I've never done it.
You've never done that?
I've never done it, but I'm sure people do.
I would say it's good. It's okay to be fat, but the thing with being overweight, it tells you a lot about how you look at life. You don't respect your body.
Active you are in your general life.
Yeah, but I would say, I look at it and go, okay, you don't respect your body, you don't care about your health. If you're not going to do that, what other morals are questionable for you? So it's kind of like, what are the kind of psychological implications from being fat? And that's what I'm kind of intrigued by.
Also, how comfortable you are within yourself as well. You might not prioritise energy and fitness as opposed to someone else, for example.
Cool. Do you think fat shaming is effective?
I think the best way, if you want to stop people getting overweight, is like re-education, really. More so, like, no shaming, but just re-educate people of, like, these are the consequences of what happens. I don't know.
I don't think it's fat shaming. I think it's just encouraging people to work out and be active, isn't it? And then, like, encouraging.
Is it okay to be fat? What are your thoughts on this?
Oh my gosh, that's a ridiculous.
It's a ridiculous first question, but
Of course, it's okay. I mean, really depends on how you feel in yourself, right?
so if you're fat and happy, that's fine.
I think if you're fat and unhappy, it's fine too.
It's fine too. You're not sort of advocates of fat shaming, I would suppose. No, not at all.
It's like not good to be unhealthy.
Yes.
But other than that, it's like, do what you want.
I think
do what you want.
everyone's got the option to choose their own lifestyle.
And also, that's very true.
And
Yep.
If you're doing what you want to be doing and you're content and happy with that, then that's fine.
Do you think it's okay to be fat? What are your thoughts on this? Sam 1.
Yeah, of course.
Sam?
Yeah, no, I agree. I think people shouldn't really care about other people's bodies, should they, as much as they do? No, it's not their problem, or their position to judge someone, or it's just not your responsibility or your position.
Okay, yeah.
Do you think that fat shaming is an effective way of getting people to live a healthier lifestyle, or completely ridiculous?
I think that does the opposite.
You think it does the opposite?
Yeah. It makes people feel down about themselves and just makes them depressed.
Does Not depending on the person or the individual, though, perhaps.
Maybe. I think either way, if you're going to fat shame them to lose weight, you're probably just going to cause them a whole lot of mental health issues. So.
Do you wear makeup when you go out?
Yes.
Okay. And do you do this for yourself or for others primarily?
Mainly for myself. I don't wear a load, but just to feel more put together, or like it makes me feel, I don't know. I wouldn't, if I had to go out without wearing makeup, it wouldn't be a big deal for me, so.
Okay. So, do you wear makeup when you're by yourself at home, for example, to make yourself feel better?
If I want to be more productive and feel like I'm awake and like ready to do stuff in the day, then I'll probably put some on, yeah, but I wouldn't if I was just chilling.
Okay, if you're just chilling, okay. Yeah. But isn't that... So, to an extent, you do wear makeup, don't you, for others? Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, to an extent, yeah. I can't lie, yeah.
Okay. Do you think girls mostly wear makeup for themselves or for other people?
For themselves, in order to get noticed by other people. I think it depends. Like, I wear makeup for myself, but some of my friends will probably do it to like get noticed.
I'm not a big fan of makeup, no.
Okay, you're not a big fan of makeup. But when you do wear makeup, do you wear it predominantly for yourself or for others?
I think, like, I would like to say myself, but obviously, you know, the society has got in your head. And I think, I do wonder, like, if I'd never, like, heard of makeup, like, grew up in, I don't know, some tiny village where there was just, like, no makeup, would I ever have worn it? Probably not.
You'd probably done something else that's similar to wearing makeup in a way, I guess.
Yeah, you would find some way of trying to, like, enhance yourself, wouldn't you? So, I mean, I wear it because it makes me feel good, but I know it makes me feel good because then I think others think I look better. So it's double-edged sword kind of thing.
Do you guys go to the gym? Do you go? Would you say that most men go for themselves or both for other people, or both? Do you think? Yeah.
Both.
Yeah.
No, I get they do it to try and be more attractive to the opposite sex.
Do you think that's why most people do it? Yeah.
I get that impression from looking in, like, and that's prejudiced view, but I think that's why people go. I think in general, like, this is a real, like, high level view, but if you ever look at couples walking down the street, they're generally the same kind of physiques, like in terms of if you've got a bodybuilder, you'll generally have a girl that's looking like she goes to the gym. If you've got someone that's a little bit overweight, generally there's someone who's a little bit overweight.
Interesting observation.
I think people go, okay, if I'm fitter, then I'll get someone that is closer to what I find attractive, maybe.
Yeah, well, a lot of my friends, once they get into a relationship, they stop going to the gym, right? Doesn't that say it all?
Because they're comfortable in themselves.
Exactly, yeah.
So they work hard, they get what they want almost, and then they like, okay, I don't need to work hard as well.
So I'm going to talk about now preferences in terms of physical preferences. Do you have any when it comes to dating?
As in, do I prefer when people look a certain way?
Yes.
Type?
Not necessarily. Well, yes, I guess a type in a way. But do you have that they have to be a certain height? Do you have any requirements in that sense?
I'd say I'm probably historically have been more attracted to people who are similar in certain ways. Height doesn't really matter for me. I like someone who looks after themselves though. So like who are healthy and exercise and stuff like that. But it's not like a deal breaker or anything.
Out of curiosity, how tall are you?
I am 5'5".
5'5", awesome.
So you'd be okay dating someone who is 5'5", 5'4", that'd be fine?
Yeah, if I like the person, then yeah.
Cool. All right,
awesome. On a similar note, do you have any racial preferences?
I do tend to just go for like white boys.
Yeah. Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I do find all races attractive.
Yes.
But all the boyfriends I've had have just been white boys.
You just hang around white people predominantly then?
And
I guess so.
No, not necessarily. Those are just I've fancied those people I've been around with. Yeah. If that makes sense.
I don't know. I don't think I have. I feel like people do generally have some people do have a sort of person who they find attractive. Yeah. Some people don't. You know, it's again one of those things where it's kind of is your preference or it's down to who you are. You know, some people have a certain way. Yes. I'd say people I've dated all are kind of similar in their physical appearance.
I don't know. This is my boyfriend. So
Oh, brilliant. Well, be as open as you want.
I mean, a lot of women go for height, don't they? But I'm not really a height.
I think obviously like looking after yourself, like hygienics.
No,
Is that the word?
Yeah.
Being
Yes,
hygienic.
being hygienic,
I think
yeah.
that's quite important.
Absolutely.
But I think otherwise, not really. Like just how
But
you.
prior to dating this gentleman over here, were the other guys that you dated, or if you have dated other guys, did they tend to be taller than you?
Oh yeah,
Or
yeah.
tend to be a certain type, let's say?
Yeah,
Yes, okay. Okay, brilliant. Really? Have you tended to date a certain type of woman or man for that matter, really?
No, not particularly.
Honestly, it was more about the feeling that I got
Okay.
when I met Chloe.
If you're dating them,
Yeah.
it's so much more about what they're like to be around, and
Yes,
like
yes.
how generally attractive they are, which
Yeah.
isn't to do with looks.
No.
Entirely.
But there's always that initial attraction, isn't there? That sort of physical attraction.
Yeah, it's true, but I think that's almost less important than how they like what they're like. I feel like.
Okay. Because we've talked with others and they've said that they've tended to date similar people in terms of their race, in terms of their height, for some reason. But this isn't a conscious preference.
Dated have
Yeah.
been like kind of similar.
Is there an unconscious bias, do you think, when it comes to or a biological unconscious
I don't know.
preference?
When I think about it more, maybe yeah. Like a lot of my exes have kind of looked alike.
It looks alike, yeah. There's some.
I know a lot of women like kind of 6 foot plus. I'm not really into that, but it's like, yeah, a bit taller than me. Don't know, like when I was younger, like Mediterranean, but I think now, like more blonde.
More blonde? No.
I don't know why.
But have you tended to be attracted to, let's say, people of a certain race?
No, I mean, to be honest, yeah, if I'm being honest, it has been mostly like kind of white European men. And again, like I have thought about that and thought, like, is there a reason for that? Obviously, it's nothing conscious on my part, but
do you surround yourself with mostly white people, I guess, in your friend groups, in your cliques?
Yeah, and I do wonder again, like if I was brought up in like a not kind of exclusively white upbringing, but I suppose it could have been more men. I wonder if I had grown up in with kind of a wider mix of people, would you then tend to feel more attracted? Like, is that
Possibly.
how it works? I don't know how.
Probably.
Yeah.
My one for me is all down to what I said about the kind of the implications of why someone's overweight and what the lifestyle they live. So if someone's, for example, does drugs, smokes, it means that they can't set long-term goals. They can't. Their mindset is kind of weak and stuff like that. So I like someone that goes to the gym because it says they care about their physique.